So the guy who said the meaning of life was to give life meaning is Viktor Frankl, the guy who, a Holocaust survivor, and he wrote the book A Man's Search for Meaning. I just read his Wikipedia page immediately after recording the last video about tree sounds, and I just wanted to update you on who that quote came from. And today, and by today I mean the day this is being uploaded, again, future, past, all that stuff, present, is about talking in the most meta sense. Not in the most meta sense. The most meta sense would be to talk about how, like, these videos are like, whoa, I want to make a video about the YouTube channel and about how much stuff I'm doing now, and it's no. I'm a guy who has time right now to make a bunch of videos where I talk to a camera, maybe audios. Remember that? Might do that. Tell me what you think of that idea. And that's what's you're gonna see these videos whenever I decide to upload them, if I ever do decide to upload them. And I got another idea as soon as I turned off the camera. You know what it was? It was about talking. It was meta. It was about me talking to a camera. If I were a person who routinely talked to a camera about my life, like, a vlogger did, not now. My nose is so big when it does. Nah. Now you're looking at my nose, the most prominent part of my face, and the part of my face that I can't see. Well, I can't see any part of my face. I think, the part of the face that I can see is my nose. The part of the face that my eyes can't see but block out. Ooh, that's an interesting thing. If I think about something like that very quickly, that might be the video that gets uploaded tomorrow. Whatever tomorrow is in your perspective of time. If I were to be a person who talks to the camera on a very regular basis about my life, or just puts videos on the internet, or things on the internet about my life, I think that, one, you wouldn't know a ton of answers to my security questions, and I don't want to do that. And two, how do you keep yourself from not being intricately tied to what you do? And how do you keep the joy of just creating something alive? And how do you come up with new things to talk about? And how can you still be interesting? Well, not just talking about yourself. Because who wants to talk about today I went to the store and I bought stuff. I don't know. Who wants to hear about that? I'm going to hear about interesting things. I want to hear about how the universe has no edge, and how if we ever, and it's impossible to reach the end of it, because by the time we got to where we think to the end of where we can see, it would have already gotten larger due to the rate of expansion, and I think that's just great. But though it is impossible because, it's, from what we know, it's not possible to travel at light speed. We don't have the technology to travel at very close to light speed. All that. But if I were to be a person who does that, how could you keep it all new and refreshing? Would you just have days where you recorded a ton of stuff and be like, I'm gonna do this one by one, I'm gonna schedule these out so that it looks like I'm doing a lot when I'm actually doing just one thing one day? Or do you have to think about something every day, which is I've done that, kind of hard. Where you say, whoa, I had to think about something new to talk about that wasn't just me going to the store or me going to the library, that is actually interesting. And I can't talk too much about myself because I don't want to give away too much information, and I need to be interesting. So you wait months at a time so you can have stories to tell. But then those stories are things that happen with you and your friends, and you're like, whoa, I don't want to put these online. I want to keep these to myself. These are great memories. And there's no way that the things that I do with my friends I can talk about in a way that completely encapsulates how fun it was, or how happy I was at that time. And there's also no way I can encapsulate or fully relate to the experience of being sad, because everyone has their own ways of dealing with it. Everyone experiences it differently, and people's experiences are unique to their own way of living through the world and shaped by their other experiences and their opinions and their culture and their genetics and all that. So that's what you would do. You would spend a lot of time thinking about what you could put on the internet. And you would be like, well, what am I going to do now? Now I want to do something. I haven't done things in a long time. What do I talk about? Do I talk about anything? Or do I think about specific topics? Just a one sentence fragment that pops into your mind like a vision, just like a dream that you only slightly remember as soon as you wake up. And you say, well, if I use my imagination and elaborate on that idea, if I start out with a seed of a snake in a hat, and I'm gonna reach into the hat, pull out the snake, because I believe the snake is there. Because I have the power to make a snake out of just the idea of a snake in a hat. And that's what this is. I don't know why I was thinking of snakes and hats. Isn't it rabbits? Don't magicians use rabbits? Well, I think this video had a point. If you got what that point is, you should tell me what it was. Because I've forgotten. I sort of went on a tangent about snakes and rabbits. And like didn't stay where it was about like the universe and light speed. When I was trying to talk about talking. Meta. Goodbye. See you later.